we are at the .NET event organized by the NUTANIX company, and we have the pleasure to meet with Frank and Stegge. Frank, good morning. You are head of OEM and Partnership Alliance. Could you explain what do you mean by that exactly? And this is on to explain a little bit more. That's on the EMEA level, so it's right. Europe, Middle East, and Africa.
Correct. So we have, of course, our marketing organization, but we realized a couple of years ago that we needed a special function, right, to really focus on our alliances and our OEM partners, who are so critical, right, in building our success in EMEA. So that's what I'm overseeing and making successful, making sure that our partners, who are also here today, right, our sponsors, are getting the most out of it, and we build a very rich and strong ecosystem.
So what's your approach for alliances? Is this a very selective approach, meaning that you are targeting very few companies, or you're trying to have the broader alliance possible in the market? What do you do? Yeah. What do you plan?
Well, we really look, of course, what our customers telling us, right? Our customers are driving our partnerships as well. If they believe that, for instance, SAP needs to be working with NUTANIX, then that's where we have made a pretty important announcement yesterday that we are going to support HANA, SAP HANA. That's a great example, right, where we are really working very tightly with our customers to validate which alliances should get priority and investment. So that's really important for us.
Could you tell names, few names of big companies that are in these alliances at the EMEA level?
Yeah. So the partners who are here today as well, right? Citrix, Intel, F5 Networks who are here today. We have Veeam as a very interesting alliance partner. Splunk coming up more and more in EMEA. So again, the list goes on. We have around 130 alliance partners globally, of which a large part is also available in Europe.
So when you say globally, do you mean EMEA or worldwide?
Worldwide.
Worldwide. So you're trying to, this partner are in most cases worldwide partners?
They're worldwide partners, but we work regionally, right, and on the country level to make the partnerships work and impact our both results.
I suppose, last question, I suppose you are going to the different .NET events in many countries in Europe and in other places. How do you compare the one here in Paris with the other ones?
Well, I must say all of them are fantastic, really, they all are. But what always strikes me of the French ecosystem...
Well, besides the way they're talking too much, right?
Only besides that. But I really like the community that exists here in France, right? So NUTANIX in France really has done a fantastic job in building a community, not only with their own employees, right, but also the partners, the alliances, like also Dell and Lenovo, right? And that's really what strikes me every time when I come to France, the close partnership that the French team has been able to build.
I suppose the goal with this will to keep this community when NUTANIX will become a larger and larger company.
Absolutely. I think that's part of our culture. We want to stay a community regardless of the size of the company. And that's what we're working hard on.
Okay, Frank, thank you very much.
Thank you, Guy.